Hi, my name is Mark Archer, and today I'm going to show you another Billie Holiday song, because we're in Billie Holiday mode, especially with the film being out, The USA vs. Billie Holiday, which is played by one of my many saxophone heroes, a chap called Stanley Turrentine, and happy birthday, Stanley. It would be your birthday today, my friend. So he was known as the Sugar Man, or he was the original Mr. T. He said, and I love this quote, he said, "It is my belief that the gospel and the blues are the roots of the music that we play today. All of the popular music that we hear. I play the blues in everything I play. Fast, slow, ballad, whatever. The blues is in there. I play from the gut." So there are lessons from the legend of Stanley Turrentine, and that's one of the biggest lessons. He listened to everything. He took it in and he turned it round, and this is the essence of his own sound. He was a master who stayed great because he stayed open and accessible to every type of music around him. So Stanley says, listen to everything, be open to everything, and turn all that musical experience into the gold that is your own sound. So God Bless the Child was written by Billie Holiday, and the same guy she wrote Don't Explain with Arthur Herzog Jr. in 1939. Won her a Grammy Award long after she passed in 1976. And in her biography, The Lady Sings the Blues, Billie Holiday indicated that an argument with her mother over money led to the song. Her mother said the line, "God bless the child that's got his own." The anger over this incident led her to turn that line into the starting line of a song. Listen to Billie's version, it's superb. It's absolutely superb. And other great versions that we teach at Blowout Sax are by Eddie Harris, which is sensational. And also Sonny Rollins does his own Sonny Rollins style individual interpretation. But the version we're going to do today is by Stanley Turrentine, and Stanley Turrentine was a great sax player, well worth referencing. So that's what we're going to do today. Point number 2. So Stanley was very good at finding great tracks to put his own spirit and his own soul in. So God Bless the Child, he takes this powerful tune and this emotive tune, and through his playing he conveys the words. This comes from the core of his soul and also transmits the message. That is saxophone musical superpower. If you can do that, if you can find the message and play it through your instrument, then that's the goal of what we're trying to achieve. So that's what Stanley did with this song. Point number 3. On the alto sax, he plays in E minor. He also brings in the blues, as he said he would. And also he even brings in the harmonic sharp and 7th as well. So he brings in all the beautiful elements. On tenor sax, it's in A blues or A minor, harmonic minor, or the A pure minor as well. So basically on the tenor sax, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Okay, so this is a tone above the Billie played it in case you want to have a go and play along with the Billie version. Point 4. Stanley's version is much slower than Billie's. After the introduction by his then wife Shirley Scott on Hammond keyboard to give it that lovely gospel sound, the big, deep, inspirational style of Mr. T, and I've written this down, on tenor sax arrives. And the way I described it in my Blowout Saxology book, which I co-wrote with the great Stan Scott, we wrote this: Stanley Turrentine had a muscular tone that could dig deep into the bottom of the horn and yet soar into a gospel cry or broaden into a thick, sensuous vibrato, which is well worth imitating on the long notes which he plays. Expressive of genuine feeling for the music, his phrases are trance-like, yet you could easily follow their message. Stanley will forever have a saxophone sound that preaches the truth as Billie Holiday. And as I said earlier, he said, I play from the gut. And that's what we're trying to do on this fantastic instrument, that is the saxophone. Point number 5, when you're playing this fantastic tune, really key in to the nuances of Stanley's playing. He uses all the forms of articulation. He uses the wah-wahs, he uses the tonguing, he uses the vibrato, he slurs. It's a really voluptuous, it's a massive, wonderful sound as well. So again, try and get a tone that's as tender but also as warm as him when you're playing this fantastic tune. Point number 6, in verse 2, the way he holds the note and he wah-wahs the note and he tongues the note, and also notice he does little scoops too. With this super warm sound as well, try and think rich and warm. Remember the Clarence Clemens tune Serenity, where we're just working on delivering a beautiful tone, okay? And this is exactly what he's doing too. And yet his tone is tender, it's gentle, and it's kind of soothing with this very emotive song. Point number 7, On the final verse, he holds a note, and he holds it, and he holds it, and he holds it. Absolutely beautiful as well. Which reminds you, whenever you're playing the sax, have the bravery, if you trust your tone and you like your sound, just to hold the note as well. He also incorporates little bluesy runs, as he said he would, and also he incorporates the harmonic note as well, just to give it a different flavouring. But at no point does he lose the essence of the Billie Holiday song. Point number 8. Listen to Stanley Turrentine. There's some other great tracks to listen to, well worth referencing. So listen to his version of Gibraltar, for example, or for Storm, or I Told Jesus, which is one of my favourite ones ever. He also does a version of Willow Weep for Me, which is outstanding, absolutely outstanding. All the different shapes of it start slowly, and then in the middle it swings, and oh, fantastic. And also he was known for a self-penned classic called Sugar. If you get a chance to see any great sax player, make the effort. Quick story for you. When I started teaching in 1989, Stanley Turrentine was playing in London. I read from some jazz critic that he wasn't the man he was. 6 months later, he passed. Who cares about the jazz critic? I would have learned something if I'd gone to see Stanley Turrentine play the sax. After that, for the last 31 years, I have gone to see players. Often, over and over and over, I've seen Maceo Parker a number of times. I've seen Jan Garbarek 5 times. I've seen Lou Donaldson on a number of occasions. I've seen Andy Shepard on a number of occasions. I've seen any great sax player. You will learn something if you go and see a great sax player. Lots of things that you kind of will want to emulate. Some things maybe you won't, but you will learn something. So if you want to see or you hear someone that inspires you, make the effort. Ever since that day, I have always made the effort. So please learn from my story and go and see any great sax player that you can. So Stanley Turrentine, check him out. Well worthy. Blowout sax, super soul, amazing saxophone player. So enjoy.